flicks it towards half-forward. Good effort by young Ryan. And he's marked.
The Crows came to Melbourne for the match against Richmond at the MCG with a dreadful record on the road. It was pointed out before the game that Adelaide had lost 43 of 54 games in Melbourne in 7 seasons. And it was destined to be one of those days again, the Tigers belting home 7 goals from 12 scoring shots in the opening term. At quarter time, Blight was fuming. The improvement was marked, so much so that the Crows got to within a kick in the last quarter.
Tony Modra kicked 1 in the first quarter. This for number 2. Oh, it's a beautiful kick.
He's kicked to half-forward, out in front of Smart. He does well, gets rid of Gaspar, and from 50 metres, Nigel Smart will answer and kick a Crows goal. Well done.
And he's been a wonderful get from Fitzroy. Hasn't missed a game for 3 years. Here's Darren Jarman. It could be very dangerous if he stays on forward line. Modra. Two kicks for 2 goals so far. Make it 3 out of 3. No problem.
The final margin blew out to 28 points as Matthew Richardson cut loose with 3 quick goals.
Loves a goal. A long way out this time. Richardson!
Modra 5, Smart 3, while Smart, Williams and James were the best. To add insult to injury, Jarman was suspended for striking Matthew Rogers, out for 2 matches. Later at a fiery press conference, Blight opened up. Ruckman David Pittman his target.
To start like that means you won't win, particularly with a pathetic effort from Pittman in ruck. I mean, it was the most disgraceful display I've ever seen from a big fella. And that's pretty hard on an individual, but he's going to have to live with that because we got carried away as a team. And then at the end, I'm really disappointed that, just disappointed that as soon as the free kick went against Mark Bickley and the turnover in the centre, and you saw everyone just go ahead. Ben Hart's head went down, everyone's head went down. I mean, I'm absolutely fuming. But then you add that up to 90 minutes, which was probably pretty good stuff.
Sometimes the means to the end's not quite right. And I think that one of the things that I did that day was probably, and it wasn't certainly pre-planned as some people said it was probably putting the club on notice that they had a chance to win a game of footy and really blew it. I mean, blew it badly in the end. And, you know, David played a very poor first quarter. He was our only big bloke. And, you know, the furor that happened after, actually, I mean, I did leave a word out. I mean, I talked about effort on the day. Now, since then, I've seen some tape where I actually did say the word effort. And I sat down with David at the end of it. I mean, I felt sorry for him. I mean, I felt it was a wrong thing to do, that should happen. However, you know, that his form was on notice, as were other players that I mentioned as well. And David seemed to cop the brunt of it. And I did. And that's justifiably too. I mean, I never thought that if anyone had an opinion on that and they thought I'd done the wrong thing, well, that's fine. I had to live with that, and so did David. But ironically, you know, since that day, you know, David's been one of the leaders of the club, and his form, I believe, has improved, and he's ended up having a great season.
Centre half forward.
The match against the vastly undermanned Carlton had undergone subtle hype. The old Navy Blues transformed into the M&M Light Blues, Carlton receiving a rich cash windfall for the commercial opportunity. For a half, it looked like Adelaide was going to make a